the Blog to Watch Weekly IT Help Desk. We are open for service this morning. Ariel, how can we assist you as our next client?
I got too many tabs open. Someone help me with all my tabs.
You should have listened to our jingle for like 10 minutes, 10 excruciating minutes before getting attention.
Oh, I haven't played the jingle for a while. We'll maybe play the jingle later on. But yes,
Has anyone composed a sad country song about when we used to be able to afford Omega?
Not
It's
yet.
coming.
I did have a look as to whether AI was capable of it, but I didn't get a chance to go any further forward with it. But I promise I will. I will make more of an effort for next week.
I have a buddy who's a music producer. If he's really bored of all the like electronic music
of
and hip hop
life.
he works with, yeah. If you know, I think he's from Pennsylvania originally. That's close enough.
I feel like all the art mediums, AI has done music better than the rest of them.
I don't understand American geography. Like
How can we help
you guys speak about country music in the South, but to me, that's not the South. The South is like
What's the South to you?
Texas, and
They
the
like
Western
country
United
music there.
States. Well, they do, but do you not talk about the South as being like somewhere from like Tennessee down the way, or North Carolina down? I don't know. Explain to me where the South
Okay, it's
starts.
not the South.
in
It's
American
the
terms.
country. And the country
okay.
is another term for rural, which basically means not in a city. So we
Right.
got country, south, north, east, west. It's all over. It just means not in a city.
But country and Western music, where's the Western bit?
Well,
Cowboys.
yeah, that's more of the Cowboys. But see, the country can be confusing because you can have the country up in like north in Montana and it feels like, the country or whatever. But the South, the South is so big that it has to be kind of you got the Southwest, you've got Florida, which is it's in the Floribama thing, which is its own realm. You've got like Texas South, which is a little bit different from like, the Carolina South. It's a whole different menagerie of Souths. It's like looking at the UK and being like, aren't you all part of the United Kingdom? It's like, no.
Yes.
And the music
Yes,
genre is
but
just
we
as
are.
diverse
until Brexit, yeah, for sure.
No, that's
as
part of
Ripley
Europe.
pointed
That's
out.
it's
So
quite clear.
It's not one genre. It's not just like one thing. It's a bunch of subgenres that are popular in different places.
Well, okay, it just doesn't make any sense. What chance did you have? Because the country in Western, but you don't associate Western with California. Is California where you live, Ariel? Anyway, this is neither here nor there, I guess.
There is country. California is a huge state. It's like the size of Iraq. It's a massive, massive plot of land. Within California might as well be its own country. You've got rural, more conservative areas. You've got ultra liberal, like metropolitan areas. You've got beach. You've got mountains. You've got farmlands.
Got sunshine.
Always got sunshine.
And our sweet, sweet deserts.
So much desert.
Anyway, right. Let's get on with this. We have David back. Welcome back, David.
Thank you. This little bit reminded me of that Faulty Towers segment where, people from California are boasting all over like how, in the morning we can go to the beaches and the afternoon we can go skiing. And Basil just responds, sounds tiring.
Don't mention the war. Don't mention the war.
Yeah, don't mention the war.
Hey, are we ready for an unboxing today?
Yeah, have you unboxed it yet, David? You unwrapped your gift
What's
from
in the box, David?
Actually, I have not, but I did bring some other stuff, which I don't know. I misplaced already. I do have some cool Arabic Rolex magazine if anyone's interested.
Right. Well,
I can't read a single word of it, but it's full of superlatives. I can put it in the box and then remove it.
That would be preferred.
Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should do boxings. Like
reboxing.
Just put stuff in a box. And
the internet is now ready. Finally.
For the reboxing trend.
The reboxing trend. It's like, was it Mary? Who's the person that's into the whole tidying up and decluttering your life? Mary somebody?
Me.
Well, the reboxing is kind of more interesting than the unboxing because with the unboxing, you're like, it ends with a watch. With the reboxing, it starts with the watch and you're like, let's see how big this baby's going to get. Like Speedmaster, oh, he's grabbing a toy moon, or like a Panerai. Okay, submarine toy. Right. That goes into the humidor. Humidor goes into the outer thing. Outer thing has a sleeve. Sleeve has a shipping crate. It could actually be really interesting.
We could make our own watch boxes. We wouldn't have to be limited by their insanity. We can make our own even more insane insanity.
I want an ottoman that stores a single part. and
The
15
brand would be called
ottomans.
Box and Papers. That's it.
Oh, there's our new podcast. Welcome to this
so many
week's Box
papers.
and
We'll
Papers.
rip up a phone book and put it in there. Random papers.
Box and just a papers.
Box and
Right.
filing cabinet.
Well, you know when there's like the things that come and it's like, oh, he has the full kit, every service record, everything. Go one step further. This was his parking receipt for when he dropped it off for service. This was his lunch
Yes.
order that day.
That's
While
what
he
The
happened.
map
waited
on the
for-
way there, the weather,
This is the
Yeah,
receipt.
Very
exactly.
good.
the full building schematics.
This is
the
where the
blueprints
stars
of the
were that
factory.
day.
The blueprint. This is the receipt for the thing he had to buy his other half because he bought the watch. This is the letter he had to
watchmaker's
write an
medical
apology.
record.
Here's his two-tone Yachtmaster receipt that he bought so he could get the steel Daytona, which we're now discussing today.
Here's the signing up agreement for the solicitor he had to employ to represent him in his divorce. We just keep going. We just keep going. Right.
The
we
Epstein
have,
papers.
We, okay, we have some clappage this morning. For those that don't know, for those that don't know what clappage is, go back 20 or so episodes and
It's a
and
decorative
educate yourself.
technique.
Yes, and educate yourselves.
It's-
This week it comes via Ariel from an organization called WatchFUD, which I read as WatchFUD, which is probably equally good. This is and the kind of text that you put with it was that this possibly cost as much for each dial that even Omega have produced. This is a 1,450 euro book.
So you know it's legit.
So you know they're not just producing them one at a time.
It's actually printed on shredded Moonwatch documents, basically.
Yeah, this should be
This is the papers.
paper. This is the papers. This is all the papers.
Still at
the name of
1400.
it. The name of the book is just Watch Papers.
Omega gives you enough papers. If you repurpose the papers to print this, it still shouldn't cost that much. And unless this
Should
is
we
made
have
out
a
of one of
book
the
that just has
Hayeks.
papers? Like there's no watches. There's just the pictures of the papers that come with the watches.
A century of chronometer certifications.
Yeah. So yeah, I think these guys.
So
these
they found
guys-
150 loose dials.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They stripped everything. They left the hands. Thankfully for that. And is that all? Are these even original pictures? I guess they are.
Well,
So it's a
maybe do
bit
a reverse
unclear.
image
Some of
search
them
and
might
see.
be loose. Some of them might be decased from a watch.
Not even a pusher or crown. Just
So I have a problem with the price. I would love to look at this and see this, but I'd love to see this as like a brochure in the marketing materials or like a little poster like that they could send you rather than a $1,500 book, or actually
the
with
frame
exchange.
should be included. Let's be honest.
The watch should be included. 1,500 euros. Like
frame not included. I think
I thought
that's
$200 for a NATO was a bit ambitious to hold my beer from Moonwatch.
Are we sure 150 dials that made the history of the Omega? So are they saying that this isn't all of the dials?
Oh, they will invent
Rick,
new
Rick,
ones
Rick,
for
you
can-
auction
just a
purposes.
random assortment of
150
150
in the
random.
current catalog. Are you joking me? 150 right now. No, this is like the 150 most pivotal ones.
Is it though?
No,
Does that-
that's you reading into it. You're inventing the most pivotal. Okay,
just-
they
it's
just
just a-
said dials. Don't absolutely that isn't there, Ripley.
Okay, so what should be the sequel? The one Panerai
That's like
design?
Pokemon, the
54
next
dials.
150. Yeah, that's like Pokemon, the next 150 then.
Okay, well, we're not going to buy this one. We're not going to buy the sequel. But round of applause to WatchFUD.com for trying.
Don't
very
understand
trying,
why we're
very trying.
clapping.
It's an ironic clapping.
Ironic
Listen
clap.
back.
Does is this anything to do with Watch Finder? Because that W is very familiar looking.
There's only so many fonts.
Oh,
What-
it's so many
I'm
fonts.
Finder.
How many pages is the book? What is the cost per page?
150.
Well, there's 150 dials. There's got to be more pages than that.
Do we think it's
With their
probably not
hand
available on
pressed
Amazon?
or something?
Well, there's a woman with a paintbrush. Looks like a big pot of evil stick. One at are they suggesting that these
It's
are done
art.
one at a time? This is
I
Yeah,
guess
that's why it
so.
takes so long. The
and a
Swiss have
sewing
Don't
uninvented
they have
printing.
machines for this?
Does
We have
anybody?
uninvented everything. Look at this old machine I found in my grandma's basement.
Someone will definitely pay for me to hand glue the
I
binding.
can't be bothered to go to work today, so I guess I'm doing this now.
So
Stupid
hand-bound,
people will pay for anything if someone does it
Yeah,
by hand.
stupid.
hand-bound, sure, I get it. But if you are hand printing the pages, that cannot be an efficient use of anyone's time or capital.
Gutenberg is looking at this and
I
is
love when
like,
the book takes more time to put together than the watch.
Yeah, I assumed that was
So stuffy.
Watchfinder's logo as well, but Watchfinder seemed to have done away with that as a logo. But am I imagining that used to be very similar
have
It's
to?
time to create a new
deceptively
logo.
similar, yes.
Yeah, but I can't actually see.
They want you to think they're a used watch platform, but in fact, they're a
Yes.
brand new
Oh,
book platform.
They probably soon will be. Oh, there's Watchfinder and Co's one, right? Okay, it's okay. Yeah, it's definitely feasible. But yeah,
If the place,
Yeah.
the atelier here isn't lit by candlelight, I feel like there's one more step they could go to
They're
really,
cheating.
really sell it here.
do you think that the amount of glue that's being used could be resulting in some, shall we say, influence over thinking that this was a good idea? The fumes
Are
coming.
you saying we
from
should
said
do our
glue?
own arts and crafts project and ask people to underwrite it?
It does
'Cause
look
that's
like an
what I'm
arts and
getting.
crafts product. If we just got, I think what we should do is I'm going to go to the Omega website. I'm going to get a scrapbook. I'm going to just print off copies of all the dials and just glue them in. I think it'll be. I mean, is it literally just pictures of the dials? Is there no text whatsoever?
Well, what I'm wondering is it looks like this was all made by like a graphic designer and then just lovingly hand printed, even though we invented machines to do this like
Okay, so there
way
appears to be
longer ago than any of us are alive.
there appears to be a bit of text, but not a lot. It's
I don't know if
basically.
Omega has anything to do with this, really.
Oh, I can't
Probably
even.
not.
Surely even Omega. If Omega had something to do with this, it would also include Moonswatch on it, probably. But this
We're
just
just
appears
not
to
lit-
shifty enough. We need to be selling way overpriced merchandise.
I mean, this is really it. That's what you get. You get the date, a picture, and 4 lines of text, which presumably
Blurry ladies.
is the movement, the date again, probably. The water resistance, maybe just because they're all 50 meters, except about 3. Easy.
How about we spend this much
easy
time on stuff we
research?
want people to buy?
Right, such as what? What's Should we just go to the
Both
blog
Ripley
to
and I are
watch
getting
shop?
an aneurysm from this. I mean, this is just.
Yeah, we sell
This
shirts.
is-
We don't give them nearly the amount of attention as this stuff.
Yeah.
Do
We
you
sell
have
shirts, and
uninvented
compared
t-shirt
to this book,
manufacturing.
they're an excellent value. I am wearing one right now.
Yeah,
They're
you
quite
could
comfortable.
have like a whole years of shirts
You
for
could buy
like
out our whole store, like
Yeah.
get one of everything for the price of this shirt.
Wait,
Printed
but-
in Hungary, and I must tell you, it took us less than a day to print that T-shirt. I'm ashamed.
It's funny.
Actually,
It's
but-
like the
didn't
same
take
ladies
us
like
long enough.
out of frame. They're also making our shirts.
Do you think
Can
we could hire?
You know, we're doing this wrong, David. All we need is some shots of you standing over some old equipment, like sewing these things by
please,
hand,
please
and
let's
then
do
Yeah,
that.
that's what we
add a
need.
0 or 2 to the
We need to
price.
show the hand glow in the darking.
But you realize I'm still going through the photos on this website. I must be
There's
about
more
the
photos
40.
on the website than
This-
there are in the book, apparently. so-
Exactly. Look, I'm still going. This is still
There are
original.
Can we? I
certain-
love how we could actually see the
Actually, hold
entire
on a
book.
second.
Just the
Do you think it's-
virtue is this?
Do you think it's like one of those things that if I click this fast enough, if I just really click it really fast, does it become
Yes,
like
you
one
will
of
see
those-
150 dials. We guarantee it.
It becomes like one of those things where it becomes a moving image. That's about as fast as I can click. I'm trying to make it a moving image. No, for those that aren't,
I
currently
can't
having
tell if
an
this book is
epileptic
going to
fit-
fall apart or not. Or is this one of those
Yeah.
things that meant to last for like 400 years? Is it bound in human skin? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. What happens when they add another dial? Glass out of date. I've
Back
just
to the
spent
workshop.
1,500 quid. Can you unpin this? Anyway, I mean that Apollo dial doesn't even look right. Anyhow, well done, somebody for
What a
creating
load of nonsense.
creating this hilarious intro. Okay, so that's good. It prepares us. It's got David nicely warmed up for his Planet Ocean
Yeah.
rant, which we'll come on to shortly. But
Why do we give
Ripley-
Omega so much time on this show?
Danger.
It's not really time that they probably enjoy, if that's any consolation, because it's mostly abuse. Ripley pointed out that we hadn't done this for a while, and it's becoming quite relevant, which is the F1 drivers and constructors championship is going down to the final day.
Perfect
Suddenly,
timing.
everyone got involved in Formula One on the first race, and then everyone's getting involved in the last race. It's that's the only time it's interesting. The very start of every race, just to see what happens in the first corner, and in this, once every 15 years, it comes down to a close run thing.
Well,
So
the thing that kills me about this is like this keeps happening right when things get competitive. It's like at the final year of the technical regulations, and everyone we just press reset the following year.
Yep.
So the 2021, it was the same thing.
So
Max and
true.
Lewis came down to the final race. We're all like, that was the best season in years. And then it was boring and Red Bull dominated, and now we've got McLaren finally fighting them for the wind, prying this out of Max's hands, maybe. And next year, one team's going to get it right, the rest won't. They're going to dominate for years, and we're going to be back to where we're in 2022.
So according to these numbers, if we exclude Yuki
No,
Tsunoda, because
you got to go to constructors. This is unless you're trying to count Fernando Alonso as like a switch hitter for McLaren or for Richard Mille back in the day.
well, I'm suggesting that on the driver's side, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, if you add their totals up and divide by 2, it's at 400. So there's still 4 points. So, there's a surprisingly close run thing between Richard Mille and Tag Heuer, a phrase that no one's ever said.
But only if you go by drivers. If you go to constructors, if you do combine McLaren and Ferrari, because they both have Richard Mille as a sponsor, and then divide by 2, they're well ahead of IWC, who currently holds second at 459.
Right. Okay. So yeah, there we
Tag
go.
is in third, but the second is up for contention. If Max does well, Tag might overtake IWC and claim that second spot.
As Ripley said, Oris, Williams have no watch sponsor, do they? Do Williams have a watch sponsor?
No.
Used to have Oris. Oris could have been 5th in the Constructors' Championship. I'm not sure if that's of any value to them whatsoever. But Oris missed a trick in removing it. When did Oris stop being a Formula One sponsor? It was a few years ago, wasn't it? Did Williams have somebody last year? Did they not have?
No.
Have they not had Bremen or something since then?
Oh no, they had Bremont since then, and Bremont wasn't there for the last couple of years. So
so there you go. Still looking for a watch sponsor. Maybe WatchFUD could sponsor them with their Omega book. There we go, into Williams. So what does everybody want to happen? David, what do you want to happen next weekend in the Drivers' Championship? All 3 of them crash out in the first corner?
I actually want. I'm not. I always root for the underdog, and in this case, it's Verstappen. As boring as it is that he's winning constantly, it would be hilarious to me if he managed to win this from Chloe back from this situation. That would be amazing.
Yeah, but can you? I'm not sure. I could cope with the cheesy grin that you give afterwards. Ripley, what do you want to happen? Because I know Ariel's not in the slightest bit interested. I'm not even going to ask him. Ariel's like, what is this sport? Is this a sport, really?
I'm just happy you're not talking about a sport involving people chasing a ball.
Oh, okay. We'll get on to that.
Yep.
Oh, that's coming.
It's coming, big style. And Scotland are coming. Scotland are no Scotland, no party. We're going to drink your country dry. You're never going to have seen. So
I was talking about the World Cup. I didn't mean beer pong, Rick.
No. We're World Cup as well. We'll drink. We qualified for once,
and now it's in a non-dry country. So everyone, Budweiser, prepare the kegs.
Start your engines. It's so there we go. So Ripley, what do you want to happen in the Formula One standings?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but no, I want to see the prophecy fulfilled in Max win this. I for years I rooted for him to just have car fires or just DNFs or lightning or whatever to prevent him from winning because it was boring. But now I want to see the situation where McLaren has been so firm on not putting a number 1 or number 2 driver to the point where they have basically fumbled it of numerous instances and Max wins. Nothing, and also this is maybe the last year we see Honda play any role in F1 because Ford's got their partnership with Red Bull coming. So I would love to see it go out with a bang, and they don't win the constructors, but clearly with a not Yuki as the driver, the car can do it.
Surely it's just Oscar Piastri off the line rams Max Verstappen and it's game over. Just, I mean, surely somewhere in the background they're just saying, right, come on, Oscar, it's time to take one for the team. Forget about it. See all this nonsense we speak about.
Can I make an observation? For such a technical sport, you all have highly sentimental, like, hopes.
Yes.
Talking about
why is that? Why do those?
Yeah, you have to have sentimental. It's all about who can cheat the best and bend their interpretation of the technical regulations in the most advantageous
Sentiments
manner.
for technicality on a watch podcast.
I was going to say,
what do you mean by
the man
tires?
Who's been doing watch podcasts and watch authoring for 25 years. The sentimentality and technical stuff. Where did that come from?
No, but it's like I want him to win. Like it's just an odd thing going into it. It's like I have a desire that a particular person prevails.
I just want it to be the most ridiculous finish. Is there any way in which George Russell can win? Like,
no, mathematically out.
Yeah.
No. But is there a penalty system that, if applied to the other three, like they get 50 points? Is there somewhere in the rules where it says if you do X, you get an automatic 50-point penalty?
No, to deduct points is not going to happen. But if potentially there's something that disqualifies the teams or drivers at this point.
Okay.
Do you just want a guy from the UK to win?
Well, no, because Lando Norris is also from the UK, and Oscar Piastri is one of the colonies, so it's
Russell
fine.
can win if the person who bitched and moaned the most without reason gets 100 extra points, maybe 200. You know, that's the award, basically. That's at the end of the year. All right, let's get back to watches.
Right, okay. Let's go some watches. Well, we need to find the planet Ocean, because it's time for Dave's saved up rant. And I did see in the WhatsApp group chat there seemed to be almost an internal toning down, a consideration that maybe the new planet Ocean wasn't quite all as bad as David had perhaps first anticipated.
I think it's a healthy change. I want to hear why he hates it.
Has this change really taken effect, or do we still think the fourth generation planet Ocean, as I do, is not a planet Ocean? It's just I don't even know what need they think this is.
Why are the lugs so wide?
No helium escape valve, no party. Right, go on.
Here's something for your consideration that I don't really.
No, David's about to share something.
Yeah, on the picture, the first picture in the article is a blue ceramic one, but it's not on the website or anywhere.
I don't think it's blue ceramic.
I just think it's badly rendered.
Yeah.
No way, because there's another one where it looks blue, and they can't be that bad. I mean, really.
Well, let's go to. There's only one thing to do.
Yeah, what color is that supposed to be?
The links to download these images didn't even work. I had such a hard time. I did this for Mike. He's like, I keep getting like a corrupted file when I download the link. I had to go download them individually. I would not be surprised if something had not gone.
Did you read Brigade's latest press release? I mean, trust me, this watch group is struggling.
Yeah.
Look at that. Doesn't it look like blue ceramic, like 100% genuinely blue?
It does.
I thought that was blue. I didn't even know that it was not blue.
Yeah, I thought it was as well.
Look at that. Zoom in on that.
So wait, is it blue? Why can't we get clarity here?
Just well, there is. I'll go to the Omega website and I'll show you.
What color is it supposed to be? Omega, this is like marketing image 101. Tell a consumer what they may buy. So easy.
It's so hard.
Color like it is in store.
Look at that.
There's three.
Why are they all blue?
There's three, and then there's the actual watch.
That's such false advertising.
Seiko's crying in the corner like
they even have it with a blue crystal dial.
Because all of these are all the Seamaster collection in summer blue. Hold on a second.
That's something totally different.
It's also got white. No,
No, these
Nobody at
were
Omega
put
like
their
from a
hands
year or
up.
two ago.
Right, is there a chat box in this? There's a contact us.
Uh-oh.
No,
Where's the
Contact us.
contact us?
Call
Live
us.
chat.
Live chat.
No quiet advisors available. Okay, let's
I'm upset we're giving
That's the second
Omega
clappage right
so
there.
much free attention.
Well
We
done,
have
Omega.
actual advertisers who need us.
Go to FAQ.
And people say I'm just I'm too critical of Omega. What is this nonsense? If I go to Omega Watches, they
Who
don't
says
display
that?
the price in my country. It's like, oh, and then it says currently unavailable online. Even better. So it's just like it's unavailable and there's no price. I mean, I guess that's fair. If you cannot buy it, then
Contact
why should there be a price?
Why are the lugs so wide?
I don't think they're that wide. It's like a
Really
center
looks that way.
link thing they've done there.
It makes the dial look really, really small.
It really doesn't matter what it looks like on pictures because it's it looks blue and it isn't. So I guess we're not covering the bases.
We're done here. You said this watch was blue. It isn't blue. You lied.
I did put this on. I had this on. I went to the Omega boutique and checked it out. It's still not great. I mean, the redeeming feature that I mentioned in the group chat was that the mirror polishing on the bracelets, the center links, are genuinely like mirrors, like super flat,
So
super
shiny.
unbelievably sharp.
So Zaratsu.
Very nice. So that's kind of cool.
You can see your own disappointment in your watch your own buyer. You can view your own buyer's remorse as you walk out of the boutique in the shiny links of this particular watch.
But like, this is a healthy update. We can critique their. I have no idea why it's blue. That is baffling. Because it's not an image either. Like, that you can't say, oh, the lighting, like you rendered it that way. But this is a healthy update. All things considered, it's more wearable. Most people don't want a helium escape valve. It's kind of weird that
not supposed to be wearable. It's supposed to be enormous.
They have the flow prop for that, and they also have the ultra deep for that. They have enough stuff that's like beyond chunky ostrich egg on bracelet style things. They needed to make the Planet Ocean a bit
not
more wearable.
Omega. If you have any
still no
clarity
client
on which of their
available.
dive watches you're supposed to get, okay, you're supposed to be extremely confused.
We'll call back at 9 o'clock. One of you guys in a different time zone? David, folk are awake in Omega World in Hungary at this time. Can you click on it and see if it's localized and it's not giving me a client advisor till 9 a.m. UK time?
So I have to configure my cookies.
Yeah, configuring your cookies. Is that something you wish to do in public?
Yeah, I guess I have to, and it's broadcast on the internet. What I figured out actually as a solution to this whole helium escape thing is that what Omega should sell is a helium escape valve with a date on it. Just put it in a box. So the watch is lacking both those features, but it would just be just a valve with like just a freaking date window on it. Because the watch is lacking both. But way back when we used to have like nice big boxes for the Speedmaster for not that much money with all these like little tools and extra straps and loop and whatever. The Planet Ocean should come with its own, optional helium escape valve and date window.
Can you imagine?
Okay, so I'm configuring.
Can you imagine WatchFUD producing a book full of pictures of helium escape valves for each generation of watch?
This one's an innie, that one's an outie.
I configured my cookies only to learn that there's no client advisor available. Now that I configured, I gave you all my cookies, and this is what I get.
Okay. If anyone is watching live, then if they happen to be in a time zone where an advisor is available, please feel free to ask them. How expensive is the blue ceramic version of this watch, as shown in all the marketing images? Anyway, so. I just don't know why you'd buy this watch over the normal 300, because
you don't like the valve. But James Bond needs a button to press when he does his gadgets, so the 300 needs a valve. You know,
just wait for the chronograph.
Yes, the chronograph's it's going to look horrible. The chronograph.
No, now they have spaces for pushers now without that.
No, but there's no space on
helium release valve.
But there's no space on the dial. It's going to look like a cross-eyed fox.
That's never stopped them before.
Okay, fair enough. Right, let's get back to... Oh, actually, no, Ariel, you had something for us. You had some TV watch appearances or lack thereof in a show. First of all, tell us what the show is for those that may be familiar with it. I've seen it advertised, but hadn't watched any of it until you advised that I should watch episode 6 for the introduction of the famous Rolex Submariner.
So, I mean, I don't know what to say exactly. It's a comedy show. It's a segment that is a fake watch conversation about a fake watch, and they say intentionally silly things about it. But it's an interesting look as to how a comedian would make fun of watch culture. That's why I thought it was particularly interesting. So the show is The Chair Company on HBO. It's by the comedian Tim Robbins. He's Tim Robinson. He's a very kind of strange type of comedian, does weird stuff, very out there. It's a funny show. It's well done. It's very absurdist. But it's worth, if you like watches, it's worth seeing the beginning of episode 6 of season 1. Just to say, I mean, you guys saw it. What do you think? Is it as weird as I think it is? No one saw it. Okay.
Rick saw it, but he's talking and he's on mute because he's
he's on
streaming
mute.
HBO Max, and HBO Max muted you.
I've been
Before you
muted
start streaming.
by Sky Comedy. So this is The Chair Company. I did watch it. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why they did what they did of saying this is a Rolex Submariner. So I didn't pick up that as to whether the guy knew it wasn't a Rolex Submariner, but just was saying it was, or whether, and so the joke was in the show, or whether it was a meta joke by the prop master to all his watch geek friends going, hey, look, I'm going to try and pass this off as a Rolex Submariner when it's not, because I've got an idiot director who wouldn't know. So I didn't understand whether it was a joke within the show or whether it was a joke for all the watch geeks out with the show.
It was a joke about watch culture, like
Right, okay.
watch show off culture.
Right, okay.
Like the part of it where the guy's like, the guy at the boutique said this isn't coming out for 3 weeks or 3 months, but I'm like, no, you're selling it to me now. Like that weird part of like, I gotta have it first. I have it before it's even released.
Yes.
Like it talks about some of the, we'll call them less glamorous reasons that people might want to buy a luxury timepiece, right? So it's a comedic look inside our culture. I don't think it was written by a watch guy. That's the funny thing.
Right, okay. Okay, so go and check. Is it a good show? I mean, it's about chairs. You're a big fan of chairs.
You clearly will not like it. You,
Well,
sir, are the wrong audience.
Am I the wrong audience?
It's absurdist.
I don't mind absurdist.
You don't?
No, I'm a big Monty Python fan. That's mostly absurdist humor.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so the guy,
does he actually sell chairs?
Tim
Right,
Robinson was kicked off of SNL. He was too weird for SNL.
Okay.
That's like his background.
Too weird or too funny? Because SNL is simply the least funny comedy show I've ever. It's just not funny.
That's a whole other story.
David, do you agree? Do you find SNL even vaguely funny? Sometimes the news thing that the two guys do, Colin Jost and the other guy does, sometimes that's quite funny. That's quite good. The rest of the show is just, I'm sorry, guys, that's not funny. It's not even vaguely. It's just like people speaking at each other. Make some actual jokes, folks.
It's like
I never got hooked
comedist,
on it.
absurdist art house stuff. It's a look. You have to have grown up watching like tons and tons of weird artistic things, weird comedy, like underground stuff that I've seen. It's not mainstream. The point is, this is a funny scene if you're a watch person.
Okay, right. We'll go and check that out. Let's go to a bit of final conclusions in Dubai Watch Week, because David has joined us this week. Dubai Watch Week 2025 delivers a needed boost in lessons for luxury watch brands. David, top lesson that the brands should learn from the fact that effectively an AD put on what's been widely considered the best watch show in the world. So the brands, turns out, are incapable of putting together a good watch show without the expertise of people that know how to sell watches. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you said the takeaway message from Dubai Watch Week is that it is possible to do a watch show that involves people, that is
Mm.
inclusive in the truest sense. It's people can go up to the brands. It was scaled perfectly. Yes, it took a lot of work. It took them roughly 10 years to grow to this stage. They have taken, and I think this is one of the most important points here, taken a lot of feedback across. The last time I went to Dubai Watch Week was 9 years ago, but the team covered it across all those years. And I went also last year to Hong Kong, where they organized a smaller event. And one thing I saw is that they have been incredibly open to feedback and took it to heart. And it's detailed feedback. They listen. They might not do everything, but still, it's like they genuinely care about what is it that visitors have to say. Let that be media,
Mhm.
or just regular visitors, or the brands, or salespeople, or whatever it may be, right? So I think that's one super important thing. And I think we can all share this experience of having just shouted into an abyss of of nothingness when it came to giving feedback to Buzzword or
Mm.
SIHH in the olden years. And as much as I enjoy going to Geneva Watch Days, as we published that little video with Ariel that we recorded on location, this is where I would go if I were a watch enthusiast. If you are to travel for a watch event, I would say stay far away from Geneva. Wait until 2027 when Dubai Watch
Mm.
Week returns and go there instead, because it's
Mm.
a way better way of spending your time and money.
Is this statue here? Is this a Dubai Watch Week statue or a Dubai statue that the
That's a
watch?
Dubai
Dubai.
statue.
That's a
Yeah.
Dubai statue. Do we not think that that should be the new awards? We should be adopting that as the award, as opposed to the little baby hand from
If only
It
babies could
probably will
count.
be.
Yeah.
GPHG. That
Honestly,
should
it's
be-
only a matter of time before Dubai Watch Week has an awards. The
It-
people are already dressed for it. It's
yeah.
got the right surroundings. It's just a matter of time.
If
And
that
that's
statue was
probably
in
the mold.
If that statue was in Glasgow, it'd have 2 traffic cones on top of the fingers and the thumb as well, to be fair. So, yeah, there we go.
Well, we know
So
one city that doesn't deserve a watch week.
we'd put a traffic
Wonk,
cone on
wonk.
any statue there is. We'd put just you wait till America. Just you wait till the World Cup. I guarantee you there's going to be several national monuments, large and small, that are going to have traffic cones on top of them. That's going to be the sign that a Scotsman.
Good luck finding any.
No, I'm talking like we managed to put
You
traffic
gonna
cones.
bring your own traffic cones?
Oh, you better believe it. There'll be
Okay.
traveling traffic
Then
cones.
you know what, we'll take them. LA will be happy to steal your traffic cones.
Mount Rushmore, Statue of Liberty. And if you don't think a Scotsman can get up there, you haven't seen a Scotsman with a traffic cone. We get traffic cones up some statues, and you go, wait a minute, that's 200 feet high. How on earth do you get a traffic cone up there overnight when there
We'll
wasn't? there
take
the
all
night
the
before?
traffic cones we
So
can
there we
get.
go. By drone is how we do it. A favorite watch experience of the show, David?
Oh, that's a really good question. I really enjoyed looking at that one guard with the crazy display that rotates and works not like a minute repeater, but it sort of reminded me of that. It even had a little governor that manipulates the amount of force that the mechanism receives, as it does in the same way in a minute repeater. So that was very cool. And it's just nice to walk around and see the people behind all these brands. And a lot of the times, they were the CEOs and the watchmakers and the engineers and all the rest of it. So we did have proper people to represent these brands and speak for them, who understand the products and the brands themselves, of course. So that was very cool.
And on the basis that Watch Week does actually listen to feedback and does something about it, what's the one thing you would say, actually do this a little bit different or a little bit better or with a little twist?
Just provide a proper space for watch photography. That's what we miss big time, to
Yeah.
have a place where there's enough room, where you have enough light, where you have the proper size and the proper colored walls and all the rest of it, where you can go and just take nice pictures of watches where it's easy.
Cool. There we go. Ariel, any final reflections from yourself on the show?
So David and I actually did a whole podcast about Dubai Watch Week yesterday. So this could be a plug for that
Cool.
conversation when we release it. This article is a pretty long look at Dubai Watch Week compared to the Geneva shows, and I literally talk about some of the lessons. I don't know that you could have something as hospitable as Dubai Watch Week in a place like Switzerland. There's just some fundamental cultural oppositions. As David talked about with feedback. If you're uncomfortable, they want to hear about it and think about how to make you more comfortable. In like Geneva, if you complain, they're like, look around you. All these people are uncomfortable. Why do you have to be the only one to talk about it? Like that's the mentality. And it's just it's totally different. Like we're all here suffering. You think anyone here is happy? And it's just this kind of amusing, pessimistic look at this obligation we have. It's like, at least we get to pretend like there's luxury. People out there, they don't even get to see the nice things. So
Okay.
I think that, what I talk about is this growing idea that the watch industry needs to, like kind of get high in its own supply. If it's going to advise people to get these fancy watches and wear them, and that it's going to make sense to do so, that they have to start making some of these events. And so Dubai Watch Week is a great place to wear watches. And as we said, it's not even put on by the watch industry. It's put on by a retailer, which, yes, of course, is part of the industry, but it's not a watchmaker. But the brands themselves, in my opinion, would really get a lot more enthusiasm and drive and community if they just started having fun places to wear watches, not just uncomfortable places to wear them.
Okie dokie. Right, let's move on from the luxury of Dubai Watch Week to something a bit esoteric and significantly cheaper. Ariel, you reviewed, unsurprisingly, you reviewed this one. Hands-on Casio G-Shock GA 110 EVA 30-7A, because why not? At Watch celebrates, so that watch specifically celebrates the 30th anniversary of the Evangelion anime series. Okay, so a number of things you need to explain to me. Let's start at the end. Evangelion anime series. What that?
Well, you could see videos on YouTube that last over an hour, which try to explain the Evangelion timeline and story.
Okay.
It started with a cartoon, which is surprisingly adult for being a cartoon. Then there was a bunch of movies, video games, bunch of random things. It's
Okay.
people like it because it's artistically interesting. It's basically another variation on people and giant robots fighting monsters. But it's very deep and interesting. Big cult following in Japan, of course. And this is one of a few watches that Casio G-Shock has done with them. Of course, they like to sort of celebrate these elements of Japanese culture, just like Seiko does, just like Citizen does to an extent. But Casio and Seiko really do a lot of it. I think one of the reasons I want to talk about this was not simply the Evangelion series. The TV show is Neo Genesis Evangelion, but it's once in a while when Casio makes these like wildly colored ones. Yes, they're always polarizing, but they become like cult hits. There was like the D and Ricky one, which I think was like the first of the weird colorful ones. There's been a bunch of them since the 90s actually, and inevitably these all become like weird cult hits somewhere. And this is just another one because it's so wild. Will be that.
Okay, a quick question. So, for those watching YouTube or on Spotify with the video, I'm not terribly familiar with these actual SKUs. Excuse me. But the
Great
buttons
question.
on the right, the buttons on the the buttons on the right hand side, that says reverse, and the other one says forward. First of all, what's it reversing and forwarding, and why is the reverse on the top and not the bottom, and the forward on the bottom and not the top? Because that doesn't seem right. Surely reverse should be the one at the back, and forward should be the one at the top. I know it's a minor foible.
I can answer.
Yeah, go on.
Well, for whatever reason, Casio has reversed the position of the chronograph pushers. So while the top one is usually start stop, now the bottom one is usually start stop. So that's part of that. Can't say why, but that's a normal thing. And if you're adjusting the time, that is basically moving it forward or backwards.
Right. Okay. So it's a time adjuster. It just seems the wrong way around.
It's different. They definitely have done it different than most other ones. I agree.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's a simple question. A simple question, simple answer. There we go. So, gents, David, Ripley, what do you think of this? Would this ever darken your door? Something quite as, what's the eye-wateringly as this?
What
Something to
season does that
offend the
remind you of? That's
senses.
my question.
There isn't no view of Mount Iwate or
Winter on
anything else
Mars.
that looks like this. So yeah, it's at least it's not resemblant of anything in the
I think
Japanese
I think you had this
nature.
on in Dubai, right, Ariel?
Yeah, that was what I wore
Because
for
I
breakfast.
I remember I couldn't look at it.
Avert your eyes.
I genuinely I just didn't want to look at it at all.
It's insane looking.
It looks like a
And
dog's dinner. It,
and
it it
did
really is absolutely horrendously awful, and without maybe it's even trying to do that. But even if I liked Evangelion, which I'm not familiar with, I'm not sure this is how I would want it to be featured or portrayed.
I mean, when you go into Watch and Wonders, so you go into Watch and Wonders, you go into the little room at the back where they're going to let you photograph and try on the watches. Normally, you take off your own watch, you put it in the little tray, and if the person that's hosting you from the brand is being nice and polite, they will inquire, and they may even ask, "Oh,
Mm.
could I try that on?" Because I don't get a chance to try on a Panerai because I work for Rolex, and so they'll politely go, "Oh, can I have a little look at that?" That's just because I've already run out of things to
Sure.
say. And did anybody, when you took this off in the little photography area, go, "Yeah, I'd really like to have a closer look at that," as the sales rep for AP at Dubai Watch Week? Did anybody in the boutique
No, they shriek like they've seen a small rodent.
Kill it with fire! Kill it with fire! Yeah, I mean, I can understand why you like it. To be fair, I quite like it as well for no particularly good reason. How much is it? Is it an expensive watch because it's a
It
branded? No, $280. So I assume there's
But
not much
here's
been
the
added
funny
onto
thing.
it for
It's not
the
that much, but it's
collaboration.
double the price of the non-colorful version.
Oh, is it? All right, okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's
so usually they don't increase the price for colored versions for whatever reason. I guess they had to do so much work they decided to make it double the price.
No, they have to make it while not looking at it. It's so ugly that they have to do it with their eyes closed.
It's only certain employees will do it for overtime pay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like those guys that went into Chernobyl. They could only go in for so long. Maybe there's like an extra PI cover that the designers need to buy just in case anyone gets injured
100%.
by it.
It does look radioactive. That is true.
It's the insurance waiver for the watch and everything.
I really don't hate it. Like, if you look at the normal, whatever that means for that SKU of that model G-Shock, it's not like anyone's looking at that being like, what an understated, tasteful piece. The hands are all gear-shaped. It's large, even by G-Shock standards. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it. What color do you want? Yes, all of them. In any pattern? No, just however you want it on there. Throw it everywhere, wherever's easiest.
Throw a little caution sign in there.
Yeah, like there's your traffic cone, Rick, whatever that thing across the middle is there. It's interesting, like in Dubai, no one's going to be impressed by like how nice your watch is. It's going to be something weird. So like, I like that. No one that doesn't look like anything else. That's probably a good thing. We don't need more of those out there. But in the realm of like weird, colorful watches, that's right up there with all of them.
Yeah, we don't know why Ripley's volume suddenly went up 20 decibels there. I don't think it was because Ripley was particularly excited about this watch. It has settled down, but to both our editor and our audience, if Ripley seems to be overly excited because his volume,
I'm just really excited about it.
It's just the tech. It's not actually Ripley expressing genuine excitement for this watch. It's just the tech failing. Maybe the tech was exposed to the watch, the same radioactive activity that the watch was exposed to. Ripley has been exposed to because of his granite wall and the radon.
If I was AI, that's the watch I'd want to wear. Let's be honest.
Let's feed that into AI.
It's great against theft.
You can monitor it from space. Right. What shall we do next? I'm tempted to do what you
nice.
like. What I think. Well, what do you want to do? Something nice. Choose something from the blog to watch Pantheon. I will go through the articles that have come out this week, and choose something that you particularly feel relatable to. The Garmin Phoenix Pro is that a step up and an improvement from the G-Shock? The Luminot,
but
the bar is
thing.
extremely low.
Yeah, the bar is extremely low, as has been said.
What did you like about it so much, Ariel?
Are we gonna go into this?
Yeah, go for it. Is this the watch whereby if you press all the buttons at the same time, it forgets all its history?
No, that's the ones
Mm.
branded as tactical. This
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, right,
is
okay.
ultra bright, and it can
Uh-huh.
it's like basically got some satellite phone messaging
This
capabilities.
this is that device that when the Apple Watch came out, someone's like, "Yeah, when it does this, I'll get it." Now this does all those things. It's a full-on Breitling emergency replacement, mobile
Nothing.
phone
No,
replacement
hold
if
on,
you
hold
want it
on.
to be.
Nothing can replace the Breitling emergency. Unless I can also garrote someone with the watch, then it doesn't. It's not a stealthy
Okay,
ninja
what I
watch.
mean is it'll find you around the world. It's not just
Mhm.
GPS in the sense that it receives signals from GPS to track where you are. It can communicate with satellites. It's the first watch with a micro LED screen, which is very bright and
Mhm.
has extreme viewing angles. So when you look at it like almost from the total side, you can still basically see it.
Okay.
This is the technology which is going to replace OLED moving forward, but it's still kind of nascent. So they could only make it in this 51 millimeter size, which is thicker than the normal other
Okay.
ones. It's like 18 millimeters
Do,
thick.
do you actually want your watch to be able to be read from every angle? Is part of the thing not, I don't want the text message that I've just received to be visible to the person across the room in the meeting?
No.
When the person texts you and says, "Are you still in that really dull meeting speaking to that really dull person?" Do you really want that to be visible to them because you've got an OLED, a micro LED screen that's visible
I mean, you don't need
from?
to have your text messages show up on the screen at all if you don't want
Oh,
to.
come on! If you've got this watch, you haven't read the instructions yet to know how to switch that off. It's just
You
going to
gotta
come
hit.
up.
There's a few settings. I agree. It's not that straightforward.
If you
But like I said, from a technology standpoint, this is that autonomous wrist-worn emergency communication mapping everything device that
Mhm.
I think a lot of people for many years have been hoping for, and finally they kind of achieved it. I'm not saying this is incredibly revolutionary and that there aren't
Mhm.
other models that do similar things or nor others that will, but in a lot of ways, this is like a science fiction product come true that people have been
Mhm.
wanting for a long time. And as a technology lover, I have to recognize that.
Okay. David, does it find any what you make you want to get into smartwatches?
No, not really. I have a Garmin lying around here, but I very rarely wear it. I mean, it would be great for like working out and sports and stuff, but I would never wear it. But I do see people around with it. It's probably the best smartwatch out there. So if you are into smartwatches, it's really difficult to beat a Garmin.
Hmm. Ripley, you're an exercising type.
I love Garmin, wear one daily. To me, nothing touches Garmin when it comes to like sports and outdoors and performance tools. The Apple Watch is probably the best piece of tech, if assuming you use Apple products in an iPhone. Anyone can pick it up. It kind of does everything. They're not terribly expensive. But if you want anything that does anything more than that, or a longer battery life, or something designed for a sport, or the graphs, and to actually use it in any more professional or enthusiast capacity, Garmin is easily my favorite choice. And I love that they keep pushing the envelope. Like it could have been so easy for them to just sort of sit and just keep doing the same thing that they did before. But it's new screen tech, new types of displays, building flashlights into it, satellite communication. They're always pushing it forward. So
Mm.
I'm really excited to see some of these features trickle down into less expensive models. But I love my kind of entry level and mid tier garments that I've owned and used. So this only just shows like a really bright future for the brand.
Mm. Okie doke, let's have a look at Mike's Dubai Watch Week version of the flyback because this is a few watches worthy of comment. A bit pricey. The Roger Dubuis Homage Sucon Al, whatever that says, Al Lail. Anybody?
A fresco.
Al fresco. So I don't quite understand. Is it a Roger Dubuis? Have they called it Roger Dubuis homage? Is Mike calling it? I don't understand.
No,
Is
that's the
the
name of the
homage?
model
So how does that work? What's it homaging
itself.
itself? So it's that kind of meta joke, right? So Roger Dubuis' own homage to Roger Dubuis. Yeah, okay. Did you see this watch?
Yeah.
You don't sound very enthusiastic.
No, it was nice. I'm just realizing that if you're not like steeped in Roger Dubuis lore, this could be highly confusing.
Right. Okay. So steep us, dunk us in some Roger Dubuis lore. Bring us up to speed on this. I'll go to the Roger Dubuis website as well.
Roger
It seems
Dubuis
to be-
today decided that, like many other companies, they want to be like an older version of themselves.
Mhm.
Yes, they make wild watches, but a lot of people have been asking them to remake a lot of the designs from the past, and now they've
Yeah.
started.
Okay.
The homage collection, I guess, is part of that. I think it'll further break down. So this is a new movement, and this is a new watch meant to kind of look like some older ones.
Yep.
Typical for a lot of their stuff is the multiple retrograde dials on the face. So it's a very pretty watch. I think it's wearable. It's nice. I love the mother of pearl. Don't know exactly how many of these they'll make or how quickly this will replace some of the other more wild stuff, but this is going to be a lot of what we're seeing from Roger Dubuis moving forward, and that's definitely more marketable in a sort of trendy mainstream sense than what the brand has been doing for a while, even though quality has always been really, really high.
Yes. So is this somebody, pencil pusher at Richemont, finally telling Roger Dubuis to make something that actually sells?
Something like that.
Yeah. There's obviously been some chat that some of the Richemont brands may be departing the Richemont group management. I think Baume & Mercier may be not long for the Richemont world.
Yeah, but like, what has Baba Bossier actually done wrong? Like, you know what I mean?
Nothing.
That's the sad
Absolutely
thing. Like,
nothing.
nothing at all.
It's actually a decent brand, but it can't get a break because
they can't give it a buck.
Exactly. The people who own it don't care. They're not going along to Bob and Mercy events. They want to go to, Roger Dubuis events. So is this a last hurrah from Roger Dubuis trying to do something that people actually want?
I wouldn't say last.
Placide was Mr. Roger. Even the story seems a bit weird. Yep. Is Mr. Roger Dubuis still alive? Is he a real person still? He's obviously a real person, even if he's dead. But Roger Dubuis, lifelong nickname.
No, I think it. Hold on.
We're just checking before we publish the untimely death.
Before I say something,
check the old graveyard press.
That's right. Just remember, you can't slander
he did pass
the
away
dead.
in 2017. So because I remember. But I just didn't want to say something like way out of line. But I do remember going to the manufacturer and there was this picture, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I remember at the time we even went there like that year or something like that.
Yeah, but saying that Placide was Mr. Roger Dubuis' lifelong nickname, that feels like something that's been translated 3 times. In fact, everybody just called him a lazy bandit, and that's been adapted into Placide. He was calm. He wasn't calm. He just sat around coining it in and didn't do very much. It's a weird story. It doesn't feel. Do you think his nickname was really Placide? Is there any evidence? Is there any evidence of this?
It probably was. I don't see any reason
who
to make this
doesn't want to
up.
be nicknamed Old Placid?
Old Placid, it's just what you want. Is this JLC and polo horses again?
Why is that the story though? I think this is a bunkers watch. It looks cool. You cannot read the months or the days half the like 2/3 of the time. It's for people who don't care. I think that's the story here. Why would you want to have a date indication where it's impossible to read it between the 7th and maybe the 25th of the month? It's retrograde. That's cool for like 5 seconds at the end of the month and then at the end of the week. So it's the whole thing is ridiculous on multiple levels, but it's a nice looking object, and that's what you see. It's maybe from the 9th to the basically the end of the month you can't read anything.
Yes.
And you know the leap year real clearly.
But this engraved in the case back is his philosophy. This is a
watch
of today, inspired but not restricted to the past, projected into a future. That's clearly, how can a guy?
Too many words.
How old is it? Let's just analyze this. How can a guy who's dead be giving a quote refers
it's
to himself
enduring.
in the
That's what
past
they're
Because
saying.
his philosophy endures, Rick.
Yeah, but
Wait,
what
did,
watch?
did he
But,
say this
but what
about
watch?
a different
yeah, what
watch?
was exactly? What
Yeah.
watch was he talking about?
We don't
when
know
he
if he said this
this
at all.
This
It's
is a
Bab
watch of
lies.
today. He clearly didn't say about this
Like-
watch. He's been dead for 10 years.
Ancient philosophers' quotes are used to justify stuff today. That happens 2,000 years later. You
He's
know,
the
not-
new
not
Aristotle.
Yeah.
Placid Aristotle. There we go. I quite like it, despite the fact that, as you say,
It's a great little
unreadable,
watch.
It's illegible. How much is it? Let's play.
It's like
guess
80
the
something. Make
price
something
of a
up.
Roger
Whatever.
Dewey.
No one who's
doesn't
buying this
matter.
cares about that. But it's beautifully made. It looks great, and it's typically the sort of stuff that you buy because you like it. You buy this with your heart, not with your brain. If
And-
you use your brain, then you're
Hands-on's
the other way.
coming
Is-
soon. One of us shot it. Was it you, David? I remember who shot this.
I took pictures of the blue one. You took pictures of the other one.
I was going to
Did I?
say it is actually blue. I can guarantee
This is
that
beautiful.
the photos that show that this watch is blue means it is actually blue.
Yeah.
Unlike
This is
the
beautiful.
Omega.
That
There you go.
Dubai Watch Week Limited Edition is not so much, I don't think. but this one
Rishmat,
is-
you
this one is
figured
very
out
nice.
blue. Congratulations.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Again.
What are these levels at? Levels.
Yeah. Levels
Mhm,
of
mhm,
watches.
mhm.
Anyway, so there we go. That is the Roger Dubuis from don't want to do that. Don't want to click the end recording button. Let's screen share the next article. So Roger Dubuis homage. Then we have the Armin Strom 1 week skeleton rose gold. Is this because it's only a skeleton for 1 week and then
I shot
gets
that.
traced back up again? Why is it a 1 week skeleton? What makes it 1 week?
The movement. It's a 1 week. It's a 7-day movement.
Right. As opposed,
I
right.
reserve.
So one, right. Okay. So 7 days
There's
make
a
a
1
week.
week
Right,
warranty
okay.
on it.
A one. Yeah. This is gonna pop in more ways than one suspects. Double barrels that deliver 7 days of power. Yeah, you've had to wind that up quite tight to make it go. I quite like this. The integration of the straps pretty cool. 47,000 Swiss francs. Maybe not so cool. Let's see the Armin Strom website. See if they're making a big deal of it or not.
You know, we should figure out what the first 1 week watch cost. It's been a while since they've released it. Probably some prices on our own website, but
Mhm.
I feel like it was like 13,000 or something like that. Like this is a step up.
Well, my Panerizing 8-day, so I've got an
Oh, you have a
extra
chatbot. You can ask Rick.
Oh,
Here's
chatbot.
Here's the time.
Hello, I'm
What are you gonna
Armin AI. Why?
You mean Armani?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Why does this watch cost so much?
That's not a very specific question.
Do you think I should have said good morning?
Why does this cost 3 times as much as Ariel remembers? Just refer to Ariel.
No, I'm
Okay.
just curious what it was originally cost and how much it's gone up. That's all.
There you go. Okay. Do you think it'll know? Do you think it's
I don't.
going out?
I think
do
you
you
could
think it's
just
going
go to our
out
website
with-
and type in Armin Strom 1 week and bypass this.
No, but I'm curious to know whether Armin
Then why don't you
AI,
ask it about a
hold
blog
on.
to watch? Say
The-
on a
yeah,
blog
yeah.
to watch. What was
Yeah.
the last price of a 1 week?
What do you think of Ariel?
Oh God.
That's
Let's see if
Now we're rolling.
let's see if Armin AI. I don't have so clearly Armin AI is limited to only within the website of Armin.
I know you do. Push
Don't
it
embarrass
a
me in
little
front of the computers.
Is there something else you would like to know? Right, final question.
No,
for
no,
the
no,
Armin
push it.
AI.
Oh,
What?
come on. I know you know the words. Most famous.
Oh, come
Watch.
on.
Yes.
Oh.
No, you know
The
him.
embarrassment.
Look at a blog. I can't type this quickly to watch.com for more info or Hodinky, if you please.
We
if
need a
you
separate thing where
please.
it's just you live streaming yourself chatting with chatbots.
Chatbots from websites. I don't. He's insistent. He's insistent that, or she is insistent
then
that
you suck.
well,
Just tell it. Just
you
upset it a little
you
bit.
are
You are useless.
horrible and know nothing. There we go. Let's see if it takes offense. I'm sorry I wasn't
Why?
able to find the
Why are we
information.
doing this?
This
to
is
Yeah,
going to
okay.
open some
website?
ticket in some poor developer's history, and he's going to look back at the
This is
conversation and be
amazing
like,
television.
Goodbye. Kind regards, Ariel Adams.
ask it if it likes
Esquire.
trumpets. Like at
There
this
we go.
point.
Right, anyway, we'll say goodbye. Right, let's say thank you for reaching out. Have a great day. Well, thank you.
You know, the
for
funny
that.
thing is that people at Armstrong will be reading this
Yeah,
and
it's-
thinking
no
that it was
one-
actually Ariel.
That's the idea.
Like this
No.
super narcissistic thing to go on WatchFUD's chat box.
Do you have
Ariel,
do-
we have to explain this to them. They are sitting there in their just little offices. It's as dark outside as it is here. It's miserable on a Tuesday morning, and they're like,
Do
"Oh, look, Ariel is
you
going
have
on a
any
narcissistic rant."
advertising budget available? There we go. Right.
Okay, so interestingly enough,
you
in
know that no one has-
2014, the gold version, different case, was still $46,400.
Right. Okay. that's-
33,400 in steel.
I mean, that's good for trying to get the show back on track, Ari, but this chatbot thing's much more interesting.
I was
Much more
just
fun.
trying to do the actual research that none of you
The
seem
AI
interested in.
AI was incapable of.
So
Yeah,
wait, it's
you-
only gone
you
up
know-
how much?
You
$2
know
grand?
that no.
Not much is the point.
And I was accused of not liking absurdist humor. The,
Oh,
you
I
know that
needed
no
this,
one
thank
has
you.
ever used the Armstrong AI chatbot. So I
No,
agree with David.
that's why this
you
will stand
know
out so
that
much.
Somebody, a buzzer and a klaxon has gone off in the Armstrong office. Somebody's
Now the
using
entire
chatbot.
manufacturer is there, leaning over a laptop like this, looking at Aria going on a narcissistic rant against the AI chatbot.
Don't worry, you'll be next, David.
That
Right.
sounds cool.
Louis Erard and Constantine Chaikin, unforgettable. Ah, the puns. Did you see this watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you suitably impressed at the punnage involved?
It
or the
doesn't
watch
really
itself?
look like a frog. Like if you didn't know there was supposed to be a frog, like I guess you could tell there were eyes, but you wouldn't know what you were looking at. Like
It
that's
looks-
I think my issue with some of these. Like
it
they need
looks
to look
more
more like
like-
the thing they're trying to be.
It looks more like what's the dragon called and How to Train Your Dragon? It looks more like
Dragon? I don't know.
yeah. It
Dragon?
looks. What's the dragon called?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it
That
looks more
salamander
like
looking thing.
Yeah, yeah, it looks more like that than a frog. $4,500. Is this? This feels like them getting into those MB&F Friends lottery watch type thing. For those that don't really need a watch that tells the time, but just is a talking point because you have nothing else good to say for yourself, so you need someone to start the conversation. Which, incidentally, just as a wee sidetrack, for the second time, somebody commented on my Panerai. Somebody came across the room and said, "You're wearing a Panerai." So there you go. Twice in 10 years. It's a decent hit rate.
Congratulations. Now
Decent
you'll
hit
get
rate.
the you'll get the clappage
I
next
want to
time.
hear more. So he says
I-
you're wearing a Panerai,
It
and
says
then
you're wearing a Panerai. He was wearing a Rolex Ghosted Daytona, and then proceeded to tell me about all the watches he'd had to flog to buy a house. But it was an interesting conversation. So there you go. But he was specific. I was sitting down. He was standing having a drink with somebody behind me and says,
but to clarify,
That's
he
a
said
Panerai.
you're wearing a Panerai, not nice Panerai.
yeah, he didn't say anything. Oh no, did he say that's a cool Panerai? Or maybe I just dreamt that. But I think being recognized twice for wearing a Panerai technically makes me an ambassador and entitles me to a free trip somewhere. Ideally somewhere sunny rather than these ones where you have to do exercise. would be
Yeah,
my
but this can be the
preference.
difference between like your flies undone and nice pants. You know, it's like they're both
Yeah,
comments
okay.
on the pants.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, back to the Constantine Chaikin unforgettable. Is it unforgettable? Or actually fairly forgettable.
It's pretty forgettable.
Hmm.
It's
Okay.
okay. It's just I can't see anybody wearing it be like, I can think of all the occasions I'll wear this.
Hmm.
Like it's
Yeah.
kind of interesting and fun. I'm sure they'll sell out. Chaikin, his name goes for a lot, and this is definitely not new in terms of price point or theme to Louis Erard. But I just like of all like I can't think of a single time where I'm like, oh, I know the exact occasion to wear this thing.
But our concentrate, I'm a bit confused. This is $4,500, limited edition. It looks like, how is this movement different from the one that Constantine Shai can sell for
I
That's
believe
just your
several
standard
times that?
regulator movement
Yeah,
on the
this
side.
is a Louis Erard regulator movement turned, you
Mhm.
know, a quarter turn. And so instead of having like the hours and minutes vertically oriented with the central seconds, it shifted, and I'm pretty sure the crown is now at 12 instead of 3 o'clock.
Right. So whereas the Constantine Shai can, so this is a second. So this is just a second hand.
It's an artistic collaboration. There's
Yeah,
no
it,
Yeah.
craftsmanship from him.
yeah,
But
it's in the style of the ones he does, but some of his will be really complicated, like the mouth moves or whatever. This is like a sideways regulator from Louis Erard, but
right.
they've done the eyes in that manner.
Okay, cool. Well, let's move on then. Gerald Genta Gentissima Urson 41.
Oh yeah.
So this is a 41 mil titanium meteorite dial. This is presumably with Gentissima. Is this aimed at gentlemen that wish to wear? Actually, what is that? It looks like
These
a
are the most
studded,
It's supposed to be a sea urchin.
a
Don't you see
studded
it?
dog collar. Right, I thought it was blingy. I thought it was diamonds at first, but it's not. It's like
It
a
can be.
dog collar.
This is the first of the larger 41 millimeter versions.
Right, and they're using a zenith movement. Okay, I don't
Whatever
get
they
any.
could find.
I don't get any of
Probably
this.
Zenith wasn't paying attention. They just took it. They just-
Well, to be fair, at $25,000 or Swiss francs, you could just go out and buy some out the back door zeniths from the boutique for 40% off because they had to shift some stock and just actually take the movements out of them. You probably wouldn't need to involve zenith at all in this process. You could just use the movements.
I mean,
who's this aimed at?
you know that La Fabrique du Temps walks into Zenith and has like carte blanche in there. They're like they're like the mafia bosses walking in. They'll just like eat the snacks off the table. Be like, give me a box of movements. Come on, I gotta be somewhere.
I got a
nice
somewhere to
manufacture
be.
here. Would be a shame if something happened to it.
Yeah, okay. So who's this aimed at?
Someone who wanted a cocktail watch and then said, "Nah, make it 41 millimeters."
Yeah,
Look,
so
It's an experiment, okay? The 36
this?
is cool. The 36 has like a fancy in-house made La Fabrique du Temps automatic movement. The 41, they're still trying to figure. It's a good size. It's a little oddly designed at first. The 36, see that one? Yeah, that one with the spikes and the
with the
cuff.
buttons.
That's
with
the one they
buttons.
need to make 41.
That's the
They
one.
will.
I was going to say exactly. That's the bun. That needs a bun strap. The 41 needs a button. That sort.
It'll happen. So I think they're just trying to figure out, like, will anybody buy this at 41 millimeters?
Yeah.
Do we want to use the new movements? No. Use the elites. Come on.
I'm, somebody at LVMH must also make a biker jacket that's designed to go with. So we want a Gerald Genta biker jacket.
The jacket's going to cost more than the watch.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, okay. Well, enough of that. Is there anything else on the flyback? There is more on the flyback. Ariel, you had a rant some time ago about watches with small windows in them. Does this count as a watch with a small window? The Valo Tenna, the Pearl Diver. This already sounds bad. This already sounds like
I met with
somebody
him. It
didn't
was
get the
nice.
joke.
Okay.
Right, okay.
So first
Go
of
on.
all, the thing he had was totally broken, and the windows were not even aligned. And I'm like, can't you make your one sample watch not be so janky? I shot it anyways, but the glare. It's not a diver at all. It just celebrates people that dive.
Okay.
In Dubai, prior to them finding oil, apparently this was their primary way of making money, is they would dive for pearls. So that's why it was released there. This is, a new brand. The case is cool. It's very nicely, it's like this 3-dimensional artwork in there. It's very nicely done, but it's a highly we'll call it a regional piece, with the sort of Arabic numerals for not the number Arabic, the letter Arabic, the pearl diver concept. So it's very, very beautiful, but very niche. And unfortunately, the only one I got to see had all messed up windows.
And do you think they could have mentioned Voutilainen more times on the dial in order to try and give it some prestige behind it?
Yes, I think they could have shoved it in there a few more times.
Kari Voutilainen and then Voutilainen and Catan. It's a collab with a board game. No, Catin.
Well, there's the person that engraved it. There's
right, okay, I see.
There's the painting in the background, bunch of craftsmanship,
and
there's no price, right?
And there's no price. I'm just gonna say there's no price.
It's. I talked to him about it. It's not surprising.
Right, okay.
It's high. It's over 100, of course.
Of course.
How many pearls can you buy for the price of the pearl diver?
I don't know the going
all
rate.
of them.
Your whole pearl farm.
Okay, right, and then Louis Vuitton Escalade Malachite and Louis Vuitton is that how you pronounce it? Escalade Turquoise. It's a nice looking watch.
So beautiful, so nice.
I do like the fact that it's continued in the case, a bit like a Bremen.
The case profile is just. Mwah.
Would you like that on your Panerai? Would you like some turquoise on the periphery there?
I think some turquoise in the periphery there.
Yeah.
I think Bremen with their triptych cases are missing a trick, putting some of this stone effect on the side. That's going to not be door handle.
Fragile.
It's not going to be door handle friendly though. Let's face it. Although if you own one of these, somebody probably opens all your doors for you. Is probably the reality of it. 65.
Every broken Louis Vuitton is a beautiful opportunity to go in the shop and experience some of their
and buy another one. Yes, $65,500. Does it?
I mean, the turquoise. They're both really nice. I have to say, these are surprisingly lovely.
Right. Okay, doke. So Ariel's in for. What's the movement in it? Is this just a standard?
That's their own in-house.
From somewhere?
They make it. They make it in La Fabrique du Temps.
Okay,
not a Zenith Elite.
It's not another Zenith movement, as is being expressed in the chat. For some reason, I'm only just starting to see the chat, so apologies to those on YouTube that we've not been engaging with it so much on this episode. Okay, gentlemen, select a final watch to chat about. There's a selection or some
Talk about one of those
articles.
crazy... chiming watches. David saw one, and then there's the one that Ed saw.
Yeah, there was a couple. So this is Ed's one, but there was also, was it a Chopard that was also a chiming watch that came out?
Yeah,
Is that right?
That David saw.
So David, did you see, I think David might be having some audio issues, but Ariel, did you see both of these, the Blancpain and the Chopard?
Oh, don't ask me. I was not at this Blancpain event. Ed was there. And Dave was the one that saw the Chopard. I saw the Chopard very briefly in Dubai, but I'm not an expert on it.
Well, David has vanished, so we now have absolutely nobody who's able to
look at all
speak
those
to this
hammers.
watch. So we'll just look at
hammer time.
Yes.
So it's a retrograde. That's quite nice, actually. The retrograde date being done like that, I approve if that's of any use to Blancpain whatsoever. And the fact that it's all pointers, again, I approve. It's the way it should be done. So there you go. And it's a grand sonnery. So going to our show within a show, Watches 101, explain the differences in sonnery, minute repeater, Westminster chimes. Give us a 101 on the differences in the noises that watches make. And why a Casio G-Shock can do them all.
I don't know all the things this watch does. I'd have to read the article. I mean, it's quite complicated. For example, a petite or a grand sonnery has to do with the length, how long it is.
Right, okay.
That's one thing I know. That you have hour strikers and minute repeaters. I don't know if this one has all that. I think this one is just more standard of a minute repeater. I see it has a selection thing on the side there. I'd have to read it there, see what it does. Obviously, there's two mainspring barrels, one for the chiming mechanism. So what I think we have going on here is a very elaborate minute repeater, which has a very long, complicated chiming mechanism.
Yeah, as I understand it, Grand Sonnery will chime the quarters and the hours as they pass, so you can
Okay.
switch it on or off, but it'll make noise. You don't just have to pull the lever when you want it to make noise.
Right. Okay. So it's
But this one is
programmable.
done to the nines, and then if the Westminster chime just plays the jingle,
Oh, there we go. There is actually the jingle in musical notation. Interestingly, who knew?
Can you sing it for us? I'm sure you can read music.
Who knew as a drummer that the Westminster melody was in 5/4?
Best choir boy voice. Come on.
I'd never actually mi so fa si mi fa so mi fa si fa so mi. Right. Okay. Whereas the melody block
Like an angel.
Like an angel is. I'm not even going to bother. Right. Okay. Let's not do that. We'll stick it in the chat GPT and make it sing. Make it play bagpipes to that. That's what I'm going to do.
Just go to say, repeat this.
Repeat this, but with the noises of bagpipes. So there we go. Right. Well, that's a grand sonnery from Blancpain. David has unfortunately left the building.
Do we know how much this is?
Oh, okay. Guess the price of the grand sonnery. Let's have a scroll down. Does it have a price?
Million.
Does it have a price?
Like in $9,000.
Okay. Right. Okay. Ariel, guess the price.
More than $1 million.
No, so guess an actual price rather than just more than.
$1.5 million.
1.5. Ripley.
987,000.
1.7 million Swiss francs. That's painful, and actually
that's a whole lot of villa.
That's not. How is that even vaguely justifiable? How is that a 1.7? I mean, it's a. Really
How much
nice
will hiring an entire orchestra cost you, sir?
It better play
Buying
the Stairway
orchestra.
to Heaven. Forget the Blancpain chime.
Yeah, let's just see. I'll go back to the page because there is a YouTube video of it playing. Maybe we should play. Maybe this should be our. We should change our music and just play it with this. Oh,
it's a transformer.
It makes none of these sounds.
Buying that. If that's the noise it makes, I'll buy one. It seems to make the theme tune from Game of Thrones, from what I can gather. It seems to be what it should. Why? Oh God. Oh God. That's how Game of Thrones should have started. They should have played their music.
It's the most
and
epic
just done
lead
that.
up, just bass, taiko drums, boom, 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 and
Has anyone back in? Okay, so in the world of watches, has there ever been something more disappointing that shouldn't have been disappointing? Because still, it is an incredible thing.
They just
to
had
have
the
done
wrong lead-up
than
music. Let's be
this
honest.
watch.
That's all it was.
That is absolutely. We're going to play out with that every week from now on. That is our new theme tune. I think
And that was them like enhancing the sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's our new theme tune, folks. That's where we're getting it from. I wonder if we stick that into when we publish this on YouTube, the edited version, whether we'll get a copyright strike against that. Wait, why are you playing the Game of Thrones? Oh, wait a minute, you're playing some tubular bell. What is this? It will just the Google algorithm will just go. We can't publish this. It's an aberration. So there we go. Right. Let's call this show quits. And
we're not going to talk about the Brigade.
I can talk about the Brigade. Go for it.
Well, I mean, we'll probably talk about it more next week after I've written about it. But It has the most incomprehensible technical press release I've read in the last 5 years.
Excellent.
But
well,
some pretty epic tech going on inside.
You wouldn't know that from the words they write about it.
No, you have a better chance of going on.
Did you read it, Ripley? Did you see? It's like you're like what indecipherable gobbledygook is this?
I stopped and went on a couple sources on Instagram who were watchmakers who were better able to illustrate.
Right? It makes no sense. It makes zero sense.
We maybe should get a watchmaker on just to record a wee interpret this into English. I know the perfect world's most competent watchmaker to invite to record some audio about the Blanc Pond. I'll see if we can get him on next week.
I would love that.
From the gold mines of Australia, where he's currently residing. Let's see if he's available. I shall reach out if he sends us the press release. Right, that is our show for this week. So there's only one thing we can do, and that is play out with our new theme tune. So
This would be my walkout music if I was a professional athlete.
A professional boxer. This would be it. This is it. So yeah, have a great week. Be energized. Be tough. Get ready for the challenge. You can do it. You can do it.
Y'all
get your act together.
Chime.
But here it comes. Here's my motivational talk for this week. Yeah, it's yeah. The chat guessed it. We'll get Alex. Alex, we need no. Alex, we don't. No, it's come on and explain this to us. Yeah. Okay. It's disappointing.
Do either of you have any idea what time it is? I was desperately trying to count that. I was like, what? Wait, what?
And on that bombshell, we will see you all again soon. Cheerio. Bye-bye.